Traore and Vivian Takwa, that is the Akun Park, because Heart of Lions have also scored. But let's talk about Great Olympics first.
And that game has ended though.
It has ended. So Lions have won the game by a good, same as Great Olympics. But this could have been an important win for Great Olympics, if not for the fact that Lions will win it.
Oh, sir, I got 2 games.
Yeah.
And Mutala, I think that, see, we are not talking about Dreams FC, but I hope that the FA would make sure that Dreams clear their outstanding games before we play the last 2 matches of the season.
Yeah.
So that everybody will be at par. It shouldn't be we go into match week 33 with outstanding games to be played. Let everybody clear those outstanding.
We play match week 33 with only 1 outstanding game.
So that is what it should happen.
Yeah.
That I don't even want an outstanding game after match week 33. Which, if there is a way we can clear those games, so that the next 2 games of the season there won't be any outstanding games. But a good win for Olympus. I said
okay. So I just got this from the General Secretary of the Ghana Football Association. That is Dr. Mr. Prosper Harrison,
okay.
Ado, and he's giving me okay. So this is the final games that will be played, the outstanding games that will be played. The Dreams FC Great Olympics against Dreams FC is on Wednesday, the 5th of June at 3 p.m. And then we have Dreams FC against Royal Tamale United on the 12th of June at 3 p.m. So those 2 games will be cleared before the final games. Thanks to the General Secretary. Yeah, before the final game. Thanks to the General Secretary of the Ghana Football Association for this insight. Yeah.
Mamutala,
this was sent long ago into Felix.
No. So what I want to is it if so 12 will be next week. Yeah. I think midweek Wednesday.
It means this Wednesday there would be 1 play. That is the Great Olympics Dreams FC game. It will be cleared this week. Then the following week where we have Dreams FC against Royal Tamale.
So it means that for the last game of the after match week 33, there will still be 1 outstanding game before match week. But I was hoping that we have 2 games, but whichever way, we should clear those outstanding games and so that we can have a very we'll go into the final games without a lot of permutations and people thinking what I don't want to say on TV. But Mutala, we knew very well that the teams that are struggling needed to win games. For Heart of Lion, it was a good game. It was a good point for them. They needed to win, especially with what Great Olympus did today at the Abrankesi. For Olympus, I think they were the better side. They created better chances. They defended very, very well. And for me, going to that game against Heart of Oak, they needed this particular win. They haven't been good travelers. For them to go to Abrankesi and win this particular game, it's a very, very good one for them. They still have a chance to survive, especially with Karela losing as well. So it is good. It is good for Great Olympus. They were the better side. They scored a very good goal. Defended very, very well. Oko Gripman for me was the man of the match. He scored a winning goal.
By his error leading to that penalty that Kotoko won, I think he was superb.
He was.
So these are scenes from the Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex. Former Black Stars goalkeeper Richard Kingston is part of the backroom staff for Great Olympics. There you see him, and all the players are expressing their delight. They are super, super excited with 3 points against Asante Kotoko because on match day 34, these 3 points that they've accrued today could prove very, very vital in their survival. There you see Stevie Desimukwala disappointed with himself for missing that sport kick in the first half. And Frederick Asare, I'm sure he'll be heading back into the Black Stars camp as this game has ended there. Yeah.
It was a big game, looking at what is at stake. Olympics needed to win this game to boost their chance of playing Ghana Premier League next season. When you look at how we find ourselves in the Ghana Premier League, this win will move Olympics to 39 points. And the Heart of Lions win will move them to 41 points. The next game, Heart of Lions will be playing in Pando. Olympics will be playing House of Hope at Accra Sports Stadium. Dreams FC won their game. They will move from 38 points to 41 with still 2 outstanding games to play. So it tells you, league no still the third team to join Bofo and out, because per the win that Olympics and Heart of Lions have gotten this particular weekend automatically means Bofakatano is relegated from the Premier League. I don't know if RTU they won their game today. If they lost, it means RTU will also be part.
RTU are losing 2-0 to Brecum Chelsea.
So it means automatically RTU and Bofu are relegated after today's game. So the third team to join those two teams, that is where we find ourselves now. So things look difficult for some of these teams in the Ghana Premier League. And I think Olympics has done a great job going to Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex to get a win over Asante Kotoko.
Well, that is what is happening there. Quickly, let's take a look at all the results that have come through for match day 32. And what we are picking up is that there's been a heavy downpour at the Insecure Park. So that game between Samartex and BBN Gold Stars has been halted. But Samartex were leading that game by a goal to nil. So if it's not completed today, I'm sure tomorrow, early in the morning, we will have to complete that one. But we started on Friday where Hartlepool beat Nations FC by 2-0 and Bechim getting a 1-0 victory over Adriana. Legon Cities also recorded a win over Bofuakwa. It was a 1-0 victory for them. Today, Great Olympics have beaten Asante Kotoko by a goal to nil, and Stephen Amankona added to his tally as Brecum Chelsea beat Real Tamale United by 2-0, and Dreams FC at the Theatre of Dreams also peeping Karela by a goal to nil. Heart of Lions in the dying embers of that game at the Akum Park won a penalty and converted to beat Mediema by a goal to nil. In Swatterman drew 1-1 with Accra Lions, and I have told you about the Samartex and BBN Gold Stars game. A lot to discuss here on the Star Times at the Patch channel 247, and we would like to take a quick break. Don't go nowhere. When we return, we'll listen to both coaches on what they have to say about this game. Great Olympics have beaten Asante Kotoko by a goal to nil. Oko Gripman scored the only goal for the Daddy Boys as they down the Porcupines. So we are still live here on Star Times at the Channel 247. Still in the company of Felix Romack and of course Nana Edu. I mean, what does this result mean as far as the relegation battle is concerned, Felix?
Well, for Great Olympics, it's a huge result for them. They are still on the 16th position in the league log with 39 points, but we shouldn't forget that they have one outstanding game to play against Dreams FC and then Wednesday. On Wednesday, and then they play Hearts of Oak next week. So it is crucial, very, very crucial for Great Olympics, because Dreams themselves are not safe from the drop, but they have two outstanding games. Dreams are 41 points now. Great Olympics need to beat Dreams FC and probably get a point against Accra Hearts of Oak. But Mutala, if mathematically, if you look at the points tally at the league log, even Kumasi and Asante Kotoko are not safe from, and the Kotoko are 10th on the league log. That tells you how difficult it is with
so we're talking about the outstanding matches that Dreams FC would have to clear before the final game on match day 34, and this was sent to me by the General Secretary of the Ghana Football Association, Prosper Harrison Ado. So these are the final outstanding matches that Dreams will clear. One would happen this Wednesday, that is the 5th of June at the Accra Sports Stadium. So it's Great Olympics against Dreams FC. So Great Olympics can warm themselves up going into that big game against Hearts of Oak. Then the final outstanding game that Dreams will play will be on the 12th of June, where they host Royal Tamale United at the Theatre of Dreams. So they will clear both outstanding games before match day 34. Now, so it's clear now.
Great Olympics are in a very difficult situation. They are playing against two teams that need a point as well, against Dreams, against Hearts of Oak. Both teams are relegation threatened. They need to beat Dreams. They need to beat Hearts of Oak to make sure that they are safe. Even if they beat Dreams FC, they won't be out of the woods yet. But it is looking very, very tight. I think that for the first time in probably over 3 seasons, you might need about 43 or 44 points to survive the relegation drop. And you look at the point tally in the Ghana Premier League for the teams that are struggling, because for Great Olympics, this was a very important win for them. If they did not win this game, and we should also forget the fact that Heart of Lions win against Midiama in Takwa was also crucial. They've added a lot to the mix now, but we can confirm that Bofakwa and RTU are already gone. For Bofakwa, even if they win their next 2 matches, they will have 39 points, which wouldn't even take them above Great Olympics, who are assistant. So we can confirm that Bofakwa and RTU are winners of the league. For Samartex, should their game end,
Bofakwa and RTU
are confirmed.
Relegated.
Yes.
You said they are winners of the league.
Oh, no, I'm saying Samartex. Sorry.
Samartex fans will not be happy with you. Crowning Bofakwa champions at the expense.
So Samartex for their game that was winning up, should they win it tomorrow, we'll declare.
So Bofo also has 2 remaining games. They will play Brecum Chelsea at home before they take on Asante Kotoko on the final day of all the league fixtures. That is the Ghana Premier League for 2023-2024. Bofo Akwa will be hosting Asante Kotoko in that one. But let's go back to the Dr. Kwame Chase Sports Complex, because the coaches are ready to react to what happened there. Prosper Nateogum is the coach of Asante Kotoko.
It's been a tough day at the office. It may not have worked for you the way you may have wanted it to work. What seemed to be the problem or the difficulty?
I think our inability to connect those chances that we had, especially in the first half. We had so many chances that we could have scored, including the penalty. In the first half, they left so many spaces behind them. Their right side on the left side, and we utilized it very well. But then it was all about the final ball into the net, or the last but one pass to somebody to score. I think they were in a haste, and that actually made us to be a little bit tense as the game unfolded, especially when they scored, it brought some pressure on us because we had to come from behind. But then I think it was all about our inability to score.
You indicated before the commencement of the game that your position on the league table generally does not augur well for Asante Kotoko, a team that is not the position that you really would have wanted them to be. But they've got 2 games at least before the season wraps up. Does this make it difficult for you for the last matches to round up the season?
Yeah, but then I think we need to work harder than we have worked, especially in this game, and especially in terms of the final phase of the game where we have to score. I think we need to be more confident in front of goal. Once we are able to create, it means we can score. So once we are creating the chances, I think it's okay. But then we need to be sure that we put the ball at the back of the net. And once we are able to do that in our 2 games left, I'm sure we'll be okay.
The potency levels of a player like Dese Mokwala was not seen today. Baba Yaya, for a lot of people, they thought that he was more reserved in the game. But again, based on the kind of roles and tactics you played, would you say that apart from losing the game, you are confident with this current set of players?
Yeah, I think it's a good team. The players individually, they are good. As a group too, they are good. It's just one of those bad days at the office. In terms of Baba Yaya, his roles that were his responsibilities within his position, he was able to execute them. Steven, the same. Steven was always running behind the defense for those balls, but unfortunately, it's just that he couldn't connect that penalty. That's the only shortfall I think you can talk.
He was voted the most valuable player in this game, and his performance today, despite the fact that Asante Kotoko were on the losing side, was a good one. He stood tall among all the other players there. That is why he was voted most valuable player. But you had Prosper Natogum. They failed to take their chances. They didn't defend well, and that is why they got punished. So he accepts the blame and says they'll work on that going forward.
Well, they need to, because they are still not safe yet. Though they have amassed 43 points, they still might need a point more to be sure of Premier League status next season. But there's a commercial Asante Kotoko 2 games, one against already relegated Bofo, a game I'm expecting them to win.
Their last 2 games against RTU and Bofo.
Yeah, 2 teams that have already been relegated. So I think for me they would survive. But Great Olympics did quite well. They played well, they defended well, got a very good goal as well. So deserve points for Olympics. And as for Prosper, it's been a very tough season for them. But the visit to Otumfuo changed things for them. They won. I'm sure he will be very disappointed with the whole goalkeeping situation and how difficult this game was, and they failing to win against Great Olympics. It means that for the past 3 seasons they are yet to pick a win against Great Olympics.
But fellas, it's only Bofo Akatano who is officially relegated from the Ghana Premier League.
Because Real Tamale United have an outstanding game
against Joseph.
So it means they have 3 games.
They have 3 games. You add 9 points to the 31 points. It's 40 points. So that is if in case Olympics lose all the remaining.
So you're talking about Bofo. Bofo have only 2 games left.
Oh, so they get 6 points. That would be 39. 39 is not enough because you still be in the relegation zone.
Yes, and even with that, you have to look at the head-to-head between Bofo and the teams that are above them.
But for 39 points,
they are automatically relegated.
So they are automatically relegated.
So after you have 3 games, because they have an outstanding match.
If they get the maximum, all the 9 points, they will move to 40 points.
Okay.
So it means it can drop either Karela or Dream FC into the relegation zone, or Great Olympics into the relegation zone. So officially,
but it also depends on Great Olympics losing all their 3 games.
Olympics get at least a draw game against Dream FC on Wednesday. That will confirm out you also relegated to Division 1.
So why don't we also look at the head-to-head between themselves and the teams that are above them?
Okay.
And or maybe we look at the games.
Even goals. RTU is -20.
No. So the Ghana Premier League won't take into consideration goal difference. They'll use the head-to-head.
The head-to-head.
So they play against Dreams FC. Against Dreams FC, you are talking about if they are able to win that game. But then again, you look at their game against Dreams FC this season. They drew. They won against Dreams FC. So probably head to head, if they are able to beat Dreams, they might have that advantage in that. So we can officially say that for Bofakwa,
they are relegated, but
Otis still have a chance.
Okay,
but so honestly, I really
they have about 5%.
Mathematically, they have a chance.
But it's very slim.
Realistically,
very
slim.
Yeah.
So if the Olympics and Dreams FC game on Wednesday ends in a draw, or any of them wins, it means RTU is also relegated.
Officially. So Bofo are gone after 16 years.
Bofo officially they are gone.
The people of Sunyane are going to miss Premier League football again. Felix, Omabro, 16 years for Bofo to come back.
But probably they might be the FA Cup champions in Division 1.
like Wigan.
Yeah, because they are
so
still
they could be playing in Africa, but in Division 1.
Wow, that would be very interesting. But Mutala, I think that for Bofakwa, they've been their own enemies. You look at the buzz that was all over. All over Sunyani and how they started the league, getting a win over Hearts of Oak, and even the way the supporters contributed to putting up a structure that could accommodate visiting teams and match official, just so they can have a license, the club license to play in the Ghana Premier League. And you see all that they did by attacking Maxwell Kunedo. I think that for me, that was where their woes started from. I've admired them. I think they have two players that I would love my club Accra folk to maybe go in for them. Emmanuel Kobe is one of the most fantastic goalkeepers I've seen in the Ghana Premier League. Despite the team getting relegated, Saka Dauda, their captain as well, fantastic player. And for me, it's sad that this kind of quality players will be playing the lower division of Ghana football. But I won't also be surprised if they get snapped up by some of the big teams in the Ghana Premier League.
But Mutala, I'm one person I always want traditional teams in the Ghana Premier League.
Of course.
They have to work for it. It's on merit.
All the three teams in the relegation.
You don't just qualify to the Premier League because you're a traditional club. Work for it.
I'm one person because of how, they are passionate about the game. They have a lot of support when they are playing their home games. It makes the game very, very, very friendly and nice when you go to their venue. As it stands now, all the three teams in the relegation zone are typical traditional teams. Bofo, RTU, Great Olympics.
So in the space of 2 years, if RTU are relegated, it means that Premier League football will not be in the northern region again. They worked so hard. At a point, it was Real Tamale United and Tamale City in the league, and that looks to be fading away from them. I mean, that will
maybe Karela will replace one of them, maybe. But even for them, they are still in the danger zone. They have one home game, one away game.
And Mutala, if you look at how things pumped up in the Division 1 zone, 1A and B, you have two Techiman Heroes and Young Apostles who will be playing for a place in the Premier League. So it looks that if RTU are gone, though, we only have Karela as one of the northern teams, and it's sad.
And Felix,
Karela is not a traditional northern side.
Mutala, before the start of the game, we were talking about you getting 43 points and you'll be safe.
Yeah.
After today's result, what Olympics did in Kumasi and what House of Lions did in Takwa, even 44 points is not enough.
You need to get.
I think 44 might, but you need to get.
Karela has 40 points. If they win the 2 games, it's 46. So Olympics 39 points. If they win the 3 games, they will move to 48.
The issue of Bofuakwa is one that the people of Sunyane, I'm sure they are very, very sad about, because the Coronation Park was buzzing with a lot of fans. I mean, I remember these games very well. Saka Dauda scoring against RTU. They even came to Accra, played against Hearts of Oak. It was a very difficult game for Hearts of Oak. They were making waves, especially at the Sunyane Coronation Park.
After the first 4 games of the Ghana Premier League, they were on top of the Premier League.
They are not lost. And it made it thought that Bofo could even go on and win the Ghana Premier League. But, I mean, this is what they will be missing. But let's talk about the goal-kicking race. Today, Stephen Desimukwala had the opportunity of scoring his 15th goal, but then he missed from the Sporting. Amankona, we are told, has scored, so he now has 16 goals in the Ghana Premier League. Top scorer.
Well, it is not surprising. If you look at Stephen Amankona, I think that he came to Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Things didn't work for him. He has so much love in Brekum. I think he finds the comfortability there. People appreciate him more for what he's doing. Of course. And when you are playing for a team like Brekum, Chelsea, you have the opportunities to be their star player or to be their poster boy. In a club as big as Kumasi Asante Kotoko, it would always be difficult for you to be the standout player, and I think that really affected him. So going back to Brekum was one of the best decisions he's made, and I think that this season he's played quite well. He's also on penalty duties as well, and when you have the opportunity, why don't bang in the goal? So I'm happy for him, but it's still not yet over. Hamza Issa, we saw score yesterday against Nations FC. Just a hat-trick for Hamza could tie up with Stephen Amankona, and then Stephen Mukwela also can also get a win in the 2 games, especially when they are coming into those 2 games against teams that might not need a point. But for Akwa and RTU, Stephen Mukwela can catch up with Stephen Amankona, but I'm not happy.
Mukwala will play only 1 game for Asante Kotoko
due to the World Cup.
Yes, because next weekend he'll be in the Uganda national team camp, so he'll be out of the game against RTU.
But will play against Bofakwa. But I'm a bit disappointed because if I look at the game ratio and then the goals that have been scored, it doesn't look quite good. I would have loved to see we going to the final 2 games with the top scorer somewhere around 20 something goals. It tells you that we still need to do a lot of work in terms of goal scoring. If you look at the Ghana Premier League statistically, the chance creation is not all that good. Players are not really scoring goals. Sometimes you can also blame the quality of the field.
I think Amankona is likely to hit 20.
Well, with the 2 games, let's see. But if you look at the averagely, look at the number of games and goals that he scored, I would have loved to see him go into the 20 mark. But you look at the players that are on the scorers charts, I think that Hamza Issa deserves praise because you look at where he's coming from, an academy player. As a folk have struggled to get goal scorers. They've been to Congo, they've been to Burkina, trying everywhere to get players to come and score goals for them. And you look at Hearts of Oak, their major problem, not just this season, but in the last 2 seasons, has been a top scorer. I don't remember the last time a Hearts of Oak player finished with 10 goals in the league. That was way back 3 seasons ago. And for Hamza Issa to come in and bang in 13 goals for them is something that he can build on. This is his debut season in the Ghana Premier League. So for him to be challenging the likes of Stephen Mukwela and then Stephen Amankona is something that the Phobians can build on. So I'm happy for him, and I'm sure he'll be very proud of what he's achieved this season in the Ghana Premier League.
Going forward, Kotoko would be losing Frederick Asare. He would be with the Black Stars. I don't know if he would come and play.
The Black Stars team will move to Bamako on Tuesday.
Yeah.
They will play the game on Thursday, fly back the next day. So Friday, the Black Stars team will be in Kumasi.
So he can still be in post for
So Kotoko. I don't know when the Kotoko will play against RTU, whether it's Friday night or Friday afternoon or Saturday afternoon or Sunday afternoon. So it depends on the timing of the game.
Maybe Danlad might have recovered in time psychologically and mentally.
Kotoko will play on the 9th.
On the 9th, okay.
So on the 9th of June. So that will be on Sunday.
That would be a Sunday game.
That would be a Sunday game, so he'll be available.
Yes, and maybe.
But at that time, Brasta will be preparing for the Monday game against Central African Republic. But the game is on Monday.
Yeah.
So unless he's not the number 1 goalkeeper of the Black Stars.
No, that game is on Tuesday. It will be on the 12th. So that will be a Tuesday game.
It's a Tuesday game.
Yeah, it will be on the Tuesday. But as you know, maybe Danlad would have recovered in time to be in post for Asante Kotoko.
Recovered psychologically and then
mentally. So Real Tamale United, Bofuakwa, Tano are the 2 games that Asante Kotoko will be playing. Before we check out of the studio, let's look at the results again and see how things have gone so far in match day 32. Some interesting results coming through from other league centers, and we'll see all the results on your screens again. So if we can have all the results on the screens, then we go through some. Or you told me that Samartex are still playing.
Yeah, they've resumed play. The second of the game is currently going on. So.
And they are still leading by a goal.
They are still leading by a goal too. But that part of the region always comes out with rain. So the feed I'm getting from the
FAs, only game that Samartex have lost at home was against Nations FC. Yeah. It was rained off the first day. The next day, Nations FC scored 1, and that was the end of the game. I'm sure Samartex told themselves, Lord, let the skies be dry so that we finish this game. So the second half of that game has started, and Samartex are leading by a goal to 0. It looks like they are just a few meters away from the title.
The many goal starts in the second round. I'll be a stubborn side. Samartex need to be careful. But as it stands now, teams now a pussy Samartex are Mediama, Accra Lions, Ediana Stars. Ediana lost yesterday. Accra Lions drew today. Mediama has lost at home. So it looks like when they end up getting the maximum 3 points in today's game, we can confirm they are the Premier League champion.
Well, I have already declared them champions elect, and I know they've ticked all the box when it comes to winning the Ghana Premier League. When you want to win the Ghana Premier League, you have to make your home a fortress, and that is exactly what Samartex have done. Yes, and Omasha in every game apart from the game that they lost against Nations. Aside that, when you make your home a fortress, what you also need to do is that only title contenders you need to make sure that you pick points against your title contenders. They've beaten Kumasi, Asante Kotoko. They've beaten Hearts of Folk, who would go into any season as favorites. They've beaten Adriana FC both home and away. And teams now, even Media Makra, who are defending league champions, so that is what they've done. They've picking a point at home, beating their title contenders. Aside that, they are a club that is being run professionally. Sometimes when you want to win on the pitch, administratively, you need to do things that can also bring you the win. How many clubs in the Ghana Premier League are using data in terms of matches or mobile, in terms of their training? Samartex now, they catapult training. It monitors the performance of the players. Even in match games, more viewer determine how
like
well
what Kotoko used to do 2 years ago.
Thank you. So they have the technology that is backing the performance, and that is what you want to do if you want to win the Ghana Premier League.
And fellas, they have 2 players with double figures on the goalkeeping chart.
You see, I don't even want to talk about
and of course,
the goal scorers, but look at the team that they've built. Defensively, Kofi Ba and Pose have been very solid. But you look at the midfield of Dauda, you look at Ebenezer Okran,
one thing that is working for them is the consistency of the spine.
Yes.
Kofi Mensah to their central defender, Aqua, to their midfielder, Emmanuel Kayeke, to the attack.
And that
so the spine has been consistent for Samartex.
And even the lineup itself has been very consistent.
I have had the opportunity of getting to know some of the things that they do within their camp, and I can tell you it is a professionally run club from top to bottom. They want to get to a very high standard, and they are carving their own path. So I am not surprised they are gradually walking towards the Ghana Premier League title.
My only worry is, should they win the Ghana Premier League, I don't know if CAF will be able to approve their venue for that game.
An inspection will be done.
Yes, that's what I know. But if not, maybe the newly built stadium in Takwa might be an option for them to look at. But I don't want them to win the Ghana Premier League, go to Africa and play far away from home. Sometimes it is important, not even sometimes, it is important that the supporters that cheered the team on to winning the title would have the opportunity to witness them play in Africa. So I'll be very happy if they win and they go into the CAF Champions League, they'll get to play closer to where they are.
So 65 minutes have been played other than Anansi Tree Park. Samartex are still leading by a goal to 0.
The way you said,
Samartex Samartex, also leading by a good team. This is from Shaban Mohammed, who works with the Ghana Football Association. He is also a statistician there. But Karela United also have 2 remaining games to play. They will play league leader Samartex at home before they take on Mediama.
They'll pick the 6 points.
Today's game that Samartex are currently playing with Bibiani Gold Stars could have a huge impact on what happens against Karela next week, because Samartex, after winning the league, may not be able to play with that much urgency, because sometimes it takes psychologically, you can be drained after winning the league. You might not even want to push.
Personally, I think Karela will pick the maximum 6 points. Personally, that is my personal opinion about these 2 games. I think Karela in Rugu will win against Samartex.
I think
and once Mediama is not winning the Premier League, psychologically, it will have effects on the playing body. And I think in the recent away games I've seen from Abubakar Adamba, even though they draw some of the game, they lose some of the game, they've not been the bad side. Personally, I think Karela will go to Takwa and get the maximum 3 points. So I'll give Karela at least 4 out to 6 out of the possible points in this particular game. So
okay, so I'll come back to you, but our phone lines have been activated. There you have it on your screen: 055-846-2088, Just call us, give us a call, and share your thoughts and opinions with us as far as match day 32 is concerned. So let's speak to Albert from Kaswa. Albert, match day 32, Dan Kotoko have lost. What do you make of the whole match week?
Hello?
Yes, Albert Vitio, match day 32, Kotoko Elusu. Hello, Albert. I'm sure Albert is not really able to connect with us. I think it's a technical challenge, so we'll work on that and see if you can give us a few calls and share your thoughts and opinions with us. So you were talking about Karela.
Yes, I think personally they will pick the maximum 6 points. Or 4 out of the possible 6. And looking at the point they have now, 40 points. If they're able to get the 6 points, but I
don't know if
okay, Felix, I will come back to you, but let me go to Takwa because Ernesto is on the line to speak to us. Ernesto, match day 32, Kotoko Elusu has a winnie. Saying.
Oh, okay. Big ups to Olympics. They are not going to can you. I think say. If somebody permitting my has to focus, bro, has spoken retire. Has spoken retire and oil crown. There has to focus every season. They are being relegation threatening, and his Royal Highness is happy. Hey, Minister, has to focus support the second face because of their you cannot run the club without supporters. And you could see the majority of the fans are not happy about how things are being run. What I shall be someone way. Next season, the best one can the same thing. What you say, Yeka, Papa is 20 years. Shade, Mamiu, Wada, you main camp.
And that's
next season, Sanioma.
Okay.
Supporters Kasa, supporters Kasa, ya pauchao. Supporters Kasa, Niyeka. Another can be yet on count ya Tratema, yet no. Stop coming closer. Tratay. Mr. Dote, who down Womudia, yet money, yes, no. Has folk supporters, we are timid. Who am being you? And now, for year, half of folk, we are used to buy quality. Has Thomas time affair, has the Real Madrid player like we have seen it all, or your experience, or your quality. Player near Koto has a seen experienced player. Now, if you have a China, or you are now saying, I say, the contract or city by city, we have kept on making the same mistake. And then one is to say, as a camp, Division 1 player, 4 has a folk, yet quality, near
He's talking with a lot of emotions.
That's what has book is meant for.
So Ernesto there, speaking with a lot of emotion. So these are the last 2 games that Hartlepool will be playing. They will take on Great Olympics this weekend before they play Bichim United. So Next week is crucial for both Hartlepool and Great Olympics. It is the Manchester Derby.
They'll get at least 3 points out of this game. At least they can get 6, they can get 4, but at least they'll get 3. It's likely Hartlepool which make a winning war. Became United. That is my view about this particular game. Thursday on GPL headquarters, so we will see more than 2 away wins in this particular weekend fixture. And as it stands now, we have about 2 or 3.
Okay, so yeah, call Asin Fosu Kweku is also on the line. Kweku, match day 32. Who is saying? Hello, Kweku. Yeah, Major. So match day 32. Who is saying?
Yes, the parents of heart, one more bomb, and the best refugee. Supporters in the way one more casa, the Indian Ajax, the people, although this is only the that the Lama. One more car, I say, and the before moment, the El Kudiana. The best woman, and Yama Air Force will be 90 seasons. And Penifoni be focused on the Air Force of the Cafe, best woman, one would team for my father. Now, the way I'm people, I have material because you see the Daniel Magic Hapono. I can't have one to Nama. Things in the Western home.
Okay.
The best of Mamushina Mutunya May.
Okay.
And I made my mind back. Woman, my more participants in the battle of Monica.
But also, then, Mante on the
Media Money Heart of
Lions. I was a 1-0 win for Heart of Lions. I could see 1-0 Heart of Lions win here, and that is require Simfusu. They are all talking about Heart of
Mutala, you see,
I mean, the fans are pained.
Yes, and they rightly so, because since Heart of Folk won the league 3 seasons ago, they have been struggling to survive. And that is why supporters have every right to be hungry and to be mad. But I don't think that His Royal Highness Togbi Afede would be happy, say, investment away what team or Division 1. Maybe a match they want money at the visa.
Match day 2 na God.
Na God. Match day 3 there. No, or money they can't say other teams airborne division. Golden Cake as well. But I must say, Uncle T. Say the Division 1, they say Zone 3 in the division are qualified. So division are back. Like they won. So they are back. Okay. Yeah, so they are back in the Premier League. But I don't think Togbi will be very happy to see our investment to why or Division 1 league. I honestly believe as a folk will survive. But it is high time they start fighting for the title. Relegation every season, and yet it's going to be difficult. Michelle records now. The last time as a folk share Great Olympics was way back COVID ending league almost share 4-0. Since then, in 4 years, 8 games, as a folk in short Olympics.
Personally, I think it's a 5 years 10. You know, if House of Folk are not careful, it will take them additional 2 years before
that is the superstitious aspect of the game.
Yes, but I don't even want to go there, but I think psychologically it has gotten to the phobians.
Okay, Felix, remember how psychologically it has gotten to them, but we have to go to Kaswa because Joe is standing by to talk to us. Joe, match day 32, Ghana Premier League, who is saying?
Match 32, the me have me team Akaha of folk. Me and I won't say you really did, but me really did. Okay, performance, guys, me ya menu kwenye enseni kwa na nedu and then it's why this ni team Kotoko e bond why di the team Kotoko e bond why di
are na nedu aka cho say Kotoko supporter.
Oh yeah, next time we share the way okasa onya Kotoko onya has no okasa the premier ni country and me so no the has ball Kotoko bona ni I was shocked so yes I don't know. Hello, oya ata sama osusunka ya ata the mati pacha ya simpeni for no promotion promotion na yitim no relegation the mati
last week we say ode Adekoko Bishop it means you're Kotoko supporter, and this one is also saying when when it has to do with Heart of Folk, you talk and we can see the veins around your neck. But
if Ghana football will move forward, you need Kotoko in house. Krobia will be,
of course.
Zamalek winning the Confederations Cup, Ali winning the Cup Champions League, Super Cup, Yebo Cairo, Zamalek and Ali. That is what Yepe.
And you're not calling me. Yeah. Who support it? Me support your class of who support it?
You know that I don't support any
even the great club now writer also Kotoko. Mimi team. My team on Ghana Premier League beam. They've been relegated. Kwabi Brim. I was a huge Kwabi Brim fan.
But one thing they say, young boy had to fly on team Nabaso.
Okay.
For you to get 86 minutes penalty and miss, and come back and get 94 minutes penalty and score in an away fixture like this, my young boy had to fly on team Nabaso. But say Hereford, why get to my day?
Okay. All right, Mesa also, but we are going to Seshi where Fabian is also standing by to talk to us. Fabian, match day 32 has Relegation Kotoko Elusu. Ningina hone sing.
You better match with my father. Ya ma bibi mi as well. I'm not saying Ghana as a whole. Every Sunday say na yaman sha na bibi ya emi. Na mpeze mbisa as a stand, just Samartex ajele deno. Stand here. Samartex ajele deno. Because I am the pa say me working off na me say early. Ebe se twem akota Samartex park akobobo. Ebe me the pa and akota control mathematically omu free mo omu the relegation zone because next week omu RTU ekobo bia kina nko se ba okota pa omu the relegation zone the last match omu ne bofata omu ne say kucho okota ask so the ya bro mo sa no investment ya ni na hey omu kuye ya best romo yes, you man tell me. Me come from you man take about 90% of the players.
Okay.
Over few people. That's what I say. I'm done.
Okay. Yes, yeah, that's it. Now I've gotten a message from Coach Ebenezer Sifa, who is currently in the United Kingdom. He says that Samartex have already agreed to play the Champions League at Accra, and that is what Coach Ebenezer Sifa is saying, that should Samartex win the Ghana Premier League, they've already agreed to play at the Accra Sports Stadium. But
Accra Sports Stadium couldn't meet club licensing for
so let's see.
The difference is when they say club licensing system, no.
Yeah.
And what choir first where they bought the preliminary stage.
Yeah.
They are entitled to the group stage, so they upgrade it.
Yes.
Then when you get to the final, and also upgrade.
Of course.
And the American also before Kra obey your season, not clubs in Kra apply for club licensing. Yeah. And I'm sure the early stage of the competition, Accra, the CAF can kind of limit some of the
maybe when they enter into the group stage and things will change.
Yes, that is the thing.
What about the Lagos Stadium?
You want to overuse that venue again.
You want to abuse the
well, let's go on to the lines. Yeah, say I'm being told that there's someone calling us from Nungwa, and he's just 12 years of age. His name is Israel. He loves the Ghana Premier League. Israel, I know. Are you really 12 years?
6 years. I'm 12 years old.
What do you like about the Ghana Premier League?
All the teams.
Which team is your favorite?
Accra Hearts of Folk.
Accra Hearts of Folk. So you enjoy watching them on Star Times, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, so what do you think about Accra Hearts of Folk this season?
I think this year are doing well. Their coach and their players are not good. They must improve next season.
They must improve. Okay. Do you think they will stay in the league or they will be relegated?
I'm sure they will stay in the league, but by the next 2 matches that they will play, I'm sure by God's grace they will stay in the league.
Okay, thanks very much, Israel. There, he seemed to. He reminds me of my old self when I was a kid.
One day we need to bring it.
But when you speak to people around Mutala, aside him being a journalist, and not play football at early stage, you know, one thing we are disappointed in him. They say
one ball.
We'll
be playing Great Olympics next week. What do you think would happen in that one?
I think House of Folk will win that match, but I also want Olympics to win. But so I have to say in the Premier League, I want them to win.
You want House of Folk to win, and you want to push Olympics to relegation.
Yes, I want us to win.
Okay, so Israel there. I want a prediction.
I wanted to ask him who is his,
you can ask him.
Who is his favorite Ghana?
He's hearing you. Yeah. Hello, Israel.
Yes.
Who is your favorite Ghana Premier League player?
Favorite Ghana Premier League player, Hamza Issa.
Hamza Issa.
Wow.
That is great. What do you love about that young striker, Hamza Issa?
He's a very good player, he's very experienced, and he scores a lot of goals. I think he's the best player among all the players in the Ghana Premier League.
Hey.
Okay, so Hamza Issa was on the score sheet for Accra to Folk.
And they come 14. This was a wonderful goal.
From
that Hamza Issa yesterday.
On Friday, when Heart to Folk played Nations FC there. So our time is up and we have to check out of the studios. Thanks to Nanedu, thanks to Felix Romack as well for always being there, and all those who contributed to the show, from Prosper Harrison Aldo, the General Secretary of the Ghana Football Association, Coach Ebenezer Sefa, who is far away from home, Shaban Mohammed, who also contributed to the show by providing me updates on that Samartex game. So I think that game is still ongoing. Felix Romack, I don't know how many minutes have been played so far. Samartex are still leading Baby Any Gold Stars by a goal to nil.
We are into injury time.
But Heart to Folk beat Nations FC by 2-0, and other results followed ensued there. We had Brecum Chelsea all winning there. So let's get the results again and go through. Let's go through all the results again before we look at the standings for match day 32. So it was Heart to Folk who beat Nations FC by 2-0. Bechem United getting the 1-0 victory over Adriana. Legon City is also beating Bofoakwa by a goal to nil. Great Olympics getting the 1-0 victory over Asante Kotoko. Brecum Chelsea had a 2-0 victory over Real Tamale United. Dreams beating Karela by a goal to nil. And Heart of Lions got a late penalty to beat Mediama at the Akun Park. In Swatraman also drawing 1-1 with Accra Lions. Samartex are still leading Baby Any Gold Stars by a goal to nil. I'm sure by the time we check out of the studio, that game will be done. So that is what is happening. So let's look at the standings as well. So as it stands, Samartex are leading by a goal to nil. So 3 points have already been added to their 55 that they have. So it's 58 points for Samartex at a stand. Their game is still ongoing. Adriana are second on the table with 49 points. Mediama are third with 49 points. Nations are fourth with 48 points. Accra Lions lie fifth with 48 points. And the club 47. That includes Bechem United on sixth and Brecum Chelsea on seventh. And Swatraman have 46 points and are eighth. Legon Cities, Parkwesi Fabian, they didn't start the league too well, but they are in the top half of the league with 44 points. Asante Kotoko lost today and are stuck on 10th with 43 points. Baby Any Gold Stars are also 11th with 43 points. Heart of Folk, they are 12th on the table with 41 points. Heart of Lions won today and also have 41 points. They are 13th on the table. Dreams FC have now usurped Karela to 14th with 41 points. They have 2 games in hand. One will be played this Wednesday and the other on the 12th of June. But Karela now lie precariously above the relegation zone. They are 15th with 40 points. And the last 3 teams on the Ghana Premier League table are Great Olympics. Despite today's win, they have 39 points and are in the relegation zone. Bofoakwa find themselves 17th with 33 points. Real Tamale United, they are 18th with 31 points. So Bofoakwa Tano officially have been relegated from the Ghana Premier League.
I want to take this opportunity and congratulate my guys at Vision FC for qualifying to the Ghana Premier League. Massive
I heard that team is being handled by Hamza, or being former Heart of Folk assistant coach. So he's back into the Premier League.
That's a very big achievement. I'm sure
I want to see Vision FC against Heart of Folk in the Ghana Premier League.
And next weekend I'm sure we'll get the winner also from zone 1, where Techiman Heroes will play Young Apostle. And I'm hoping that the FA will clear all outstanding legal issues.
The Ghana Football Association are doing a good work, led by Ketu ES Okreko, and I'm sure they will clear all these issues before the league season ends. Thanks to Felix Romack and thanks to Nanedu. My name is Mutala Yakubu, and to the backroom staff, those who make it possible for us to sit here and bring you the Ghana Premier League, led by Lawrence Sika Nete. We say congratulations. 2 more match days to end the Ghana Premier League. Let's see what happens. My name again is Mutala Yakubu, and this has been our coverage of the Ghana Premier League on Star Times at the Patch Channel 247. Till we meet again, it's au revoir. Bye bye.